Hello Virgo, my name's Echo. Thank you for joining me for your August 2025 tarot reading. I am bringing back some of the decks you haven't seen in a while, as well as introducing some new ones to you today. So stay tuned for the reading because we got some pretty setups for you today. We do have a new moon in Leo happening on July 25th, just before I'm recording this. So be sure you're setting your intentions. And if you're seeing this after the fact, it's not too late. Go ahead and set those intentions for that which you would like to see come to fruition by the end of August. As we start off, we are in a Mercury retrograde, my dear Virgo, so be sure you're saving any files or downloads. Any communications may go awry. And be sure to check off the fine print on any contracts or agreements that you're signing at this time. If you'd like to begin anything that you want to be a returning habit, such as yoga, a diet, or exercise, things like that, it's a very Virgoian energy to be in. Go ahead and feel free to start that on this Mercury retrograde, because anything you start during a Mercury retrograde, we know there's a good chance you're going to be revisiting that. But let's go ahead and continue for my Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising and see what we have coming in the month of August. And for these readings, I would like to remind everybody that Sun is how you show up to other people. Moon is the emotional energy that you're harnessing. And then your rising sign would be the overall encompassing energy. So your rising, at least for me, and for a lot of other people I know, tends to be the most accurate when you're going for your reading. So if you are a Virgo Sun, for example, go ahead and check your rising sign in my tarot channel here and see what resonates for you. But let's go ahead and throw some tarot, beginning with the Unicorn Oracle deck for the month of August. You start off with the card of Magic. Make a wish, believe in miracles, magic surrounds you. So you're going to have to really go towards your dreaming and your faith, that sort of dreamy energy. And we do have a North Node in Pisces this year, Virgo, and South Node in your sign of Virgo. So as a Virgo, we'll talk about the South Node. South Node is all about what you know, what you understand, the lessons you've already been through. But you yourself are a Virgo, and you're very smart. You're very astute. You're all about the finer things and the details in a situation and how you can improve upon those things to make things work more functionally, to make things work better. Now it's time to reach for that North Node, that Piscean sort of energy. See where Pisces in your chart is, what area of life that's going to be. And you'll know that that house is going to find the most influence, and you're going to have more of a pull towards addressing whatever that is throughout the year. But you need to be able to trust your own magic, a very Piscean energy, and what you're capable of and how magic can flow through you on the day-to-day as you go through the month of August in particular. Now, you may have been going through some stuff, particularly rough time, that kind of put you in this space, Virgo. And I just want you to take a deep breath, okay? Because we are going to move forward in a way that makes things better now, okay? Astrologically, I know that we have Uranus and Gemini, which is talking all about putting change in your house of communication, a very airy, floaty type of energy. Gemini can be the sign of the twins. Very dynamic. I'm hearing dynamic for you. But Uranus is all about change. So use that energy to your advantage. And again, see what house Gemini is for you. For me, it is my 5th house because I am an Aquarius rising. But yeah, you might need to address however your magic is and how it works and change that up in order to move. I don't know why I'm getting the Uranus and Gemini situation coming to mind. But you may need to trust your own magic as you go forward in the month of August in order to function and make things connect in a way they haven't been. So these finer details that call out to you as a Virgo, pay attention to them because they may be a cue, they may be a subtle nudge on how you're supposed to move next. But let's go forward with the Astrological Oracle deck, and I'm just going to pull a card. These do have all the zodiac signs as well as a few other astrological energies, energy of the stars coming into this reading, and help hone the focus on what August can expect for my dear Virgos. You have the card of Aries. So Aries is all about action, going towards what we want. And Aries is actually a warlike energy, okay? Mars rules Aries. Aries is going to be all about, you're not content to sit on the fence anymore. And yes, you see things need changed. Yes, you're addressing things and how you can move forward. But you're addressing them with a plan of action that you actually intend to take. You are going to go forward, and it may be more about strategy so much as, guns a-blazing war, okay? You're not really going to go out there and, set fire to things that don't work, literally, but you are going to take action in ways that are forward thinking, that are forward moving, because you do know there is a better way. And you can be very stubborn. When you're right, okay? You can be very stubborn when you realize that your earth energy, your grounded energy is really what is needed in a particular situation. And you're not wrong, okay? And you know you're not wrong. But I'm hearing that you're going to be very actionable and you are going to do some forward movement as we go forward in the month of August. So let's throw some of this, and I have the holographic Rider-Waite deck, and I love these cards. They're so pretty. Let's go ahead and throw and see what you have in the month of August, my dear Virgo, going forward. I almost called you Aries because of this card. Going forward, and it's funny, in this card, the lady in the background looks almost like what people call the Virgin, the Virgoian kind of energy as far as your Sabian symbol goes. So it's really weird that she's on that card because Aries is actually a male god who is all about action, aggression, and war. But yeah, it's just interesting that that card is there. But let's go forward and see what the tarot has for you with the holographic Rider-Waite tarot. You start off with the Ten of Swords in reverse. So I told you they were pretty. So the Ten of Swords in reverse is all about letting go whatever is dead, done, over with, whatever did not work for you. Because in order to start fresh, you have to be willing to let go of that which beat you down in the first place. And I'm hearing get back up. The individual on this card is pinned to the ground, beaten by all the swords. He is slain, okay? And the individual in the background is someone who has come, and I'll turn this upright for the explanation, to mourn him, okay? But in reverse, this says no one needs to come and mourn you because you realize what's been holding you down. This may be your own thoughts and beliefs. This may be the way people are communicating to you. What you thought once mattered, you're willing to let it go so you can get back up in almost like resurrection type energy. So see what Pluto's doing in your chart, because Pluto is that reviving resurrection type energy. And it'd be very interesting to see how that is applying to your person at this time. What's crossing you is the Ace of Pentacles. So you are looking for the rewards that you're worth at this time, and you are looking for things that give back to you, okay? And this might be standing in your own truth, being your own self, but I feel like this is really on a dividends. You're addressing how you do your day-to-day, maybe even a job or your finances, because Pentacles are talking about things you can see, things you can touch, very tangible, real life, real-time energy. But I feel like you're addressing how things work on the daily, and this may be your workspace. Maybe you're moving to a new career field. Maybe you're going to get a job offer that really works for you, and you're really looking for that right now. That's why it's crossing you. You have your eye on the horizon, almost like a person, I feel, you know, with their hand cupped to their eyes, really looking out to see where it's coming from. And you're going to see this on offer, like, here you go. And it's going to come out of seemingly nowhere in the month of August because you're looking for it. You want it. You're manifesting it hardcore. At your base, Virgo, you have the King of Cups reversed. So you realize who has not been in your corner, what has not been bringing you joy, and who has not been your support system. The King of Cups is a very friendly energy. He is the kind of person who will always have your back, who will give you the good job. Hey, you did great, or you did your best, right? He is the kind of person who will be in your corner. So there may have been a friend or a social situation or a connection that you really thought was in your corner and kind of let you down recently. And I feel like you feel it in your gut. You may even feel kind of like foolish or like, I gave this person the benefit of the doubt. Why did I do that? But don't kick yourself. You have a good heart, Virgo, and you always want to see the best in people because you're always looking for that best outcome, and not in the sake of, not for the sake of taking advantage of anybody. I don't really feel like that's what's coming through here. But you're always looking for the best case scenario, and you're more than willing to work with other people. And I feel like some people who know you don't really get that about you. They might think that you have some kind of sneaky, underhanded tactic because you're so genuine and they can't trust it, but that's their issue, not yours, okay? But if there is some scenario that didn't work for you at this time, you recognize it, you feel it, and you're tired of being in that feels energy in a negative way, you're letting that go. Let bygones be bygones, close the door and move on, get over the bridge, build a bridge and get over it, that kind of energy. That's where you're in the month of August. You're not going to do things that don't bring you joy. You're not going to connect to social situations that don't bring you joy. And it's not that you're cutting them off entirely. You're just not letting anyone steal your light, okay? What is coming up next in this tarot reading for you in the Celtic Cross? What energy is at hand for you now? Wow. Next you have the Queen of Cups. We just had the King and now we have the Queen in reverse. So this may be about gossip, rumors, social situations that kind of came back to bite you. Again, there's a feeling of mistrust here. It may be that people who once knew you came back to see you recently, okay? And you saw them and all you can remember is the ick, the yuckiness that came from the connection of them. But now I feel like those people are going back and they're talking about you. It may not be in a favorable way. It may just be the mere mention of you. Oh yeah, I saw Virgo the other day over here and apparently they're doing this, this, this. But I really feel like you know they're doing that because that's who that person is. That's how that scenario works. And it's really no reflection on you. You're not letting it bother you. You're realizing haters gonna hate. I'm doing me. You know, I'm not a drama llama. But you're taking things for what didn't work. And you're cutting yourself away from those spaces and those energies that don't work. And there may be some present in your life right now that you're going to be addressing in the month of August. And I feel like you're going to move energetically out of those spaces and away from those people and situations, if not literally. Okay. Let's see what's crowning you in the month of August. Where is our higher mind? Where is the positive best outcome we're striving for? Where are we at? Here you have the King of Wands in the reverse. The King of Wands is all about passionate, fiery energy and mastering that energy, not only for the benefit of himself, but for his kingdom. What can he create to help everyone who relies on him, to help everyone who looks up to him, who depends upon him, okay? In reverse, this indicates that you're not dumping your passion out on people and situations that don't deserve it anymore. You're taking yourself back, I'm hearing. Thank you, Spirit. And it's not that you're apathetic about being there for other people. You are still a carer. You are still a fixer. You are still the person who's looking to help other people. You come from a very genuine heart space, but you're looking to give in a way that doesn't take too much from you and doesn't make you feel that sort of apathy. You're tired of it. Okay. I'm hearing tired. Someone's very tired of a situation and now they're looking to move forward in a new creative endeavor. So they're putting a stop to creating the way they have been, because you recognize the true benefit and the true worth that comes from that. Your higher mind says, this is how we're going to move forward, Virgo. You're going to have to stop putting so much into this other space so we can go back to the drawing board and make a new plan, right? Because Virgo's all about lists. We're all about plans. We do recognize that there is a better way. And to do that, you are letting go of this old way, all right? You're taking hold of your own inner light, your own fire. Your immediate outcome is the Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands is being the master of your own destiny, the master of your own passions and your own creative power, okay? In other decks, I have seen him as the individual looking at the ships at harbor and sort of directing them where to go, like the harbor master. But here it looks like he is leading this wagon train in the back. And he is the person who knows how they can move forward. That's a very Virgoian energy. So you're going forward with your passion because you were willing to let go of all the things and the people that didn't work so you can have this Ace of Pentacles. And you're using your own magic and taking action in ways that make this come about to fruition. And I feel like you're going to be this person with the Three of Wands and people are going to say, wow, look at Virgo, look at them go. And it's almost like you're a shooting star. You're the thing that catches their attention as they look out into the broad spectrum of things, the grand scheme of things, just like you would look out to the night sky. This is where you're going to be because you're not putting your passion or your emotional energy or your thought into anything that's been taken from you. You're putting your foot down and saying, okay, been there, done that, got the t-shirt, time to move on to bigger, better things, okay? So let's see what we have coming up in this reading. What energy are you bringing particularly to the reading, as if you weren't, putting your foot down and making a statement already? Justice. You're looking to rebalance the scales and get what is due you. And there are actual scales on this card. Scales are a very Libran energy, which is an air sign. So if you do have a Libra in your space who is one of these people, just know that what they're saying isn't going to have any impact on the scales. If anything, it's making you look at the things as they were and how you can make them better, how you can do better, how you can one up whatever this yucky energy was in order to make a life that does make you more happy. And I feel like you are just looking for your own returns, your own karma. What you're putting out there is a very caring energy. and you're looking to make it last. You're looking to do things that actually way back, that pay dividends. This may be literally on a material scale. But what is Spirit bringing to this reading? What is the energy we're lending to my Virgos in August in this Celtic cross? Here you have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. The Two of Pentacles in reverse does indicate that there is a need to balance something, and this may be your finances, this may be your work-life balance, maybe a new area of work, a new career. So you're really looking for your soul's purpose, that which does give back to you, and this may be literally a new job or just the way you handle money and how you live your day-to-day, okay? Because again, Pentacles, tangible results, okay? And you're all about results. But you're looking to readdress that balance in a way that is sustainable. This infinity symbol that's sort of in front of this individual that is juggling those pentacles does indicate that you're keeping, the bird, air, thought in mind. And you're looking to make things that are sustainable, things that give back. That infinity symbol that is an ever-giving loop. So whatever hasn't been working for you, Spirit is telling you, go ahead and take those things and just push them aside for a minute so you can address you. So you can do you. You do you, okay? You do you. I'm hearing. And you do need to make sure that you're making those wishes like we had in this magic card. Because yes, while you're working to put things aside, you do need to care for yourself, not just on the day-to-day, but don't be afraid to dream. Don't be afraid to move towards things that really pull to you, Virgo, towards things that you are passionate about, so you can have this Three of Wands energy. But I feel like you're already moving that way. In your positions of hopes and fears, what do you have here, my dear Virgo? Your position of hopes and fears for the month of August. And I do channel as I read, so if any messages come through or any phrases come through that kind of fall out of my mouth, I'm really good at that. They aren't necessarily coming from me, but from my guides to give them to you, to share with you, okay? Your position of hopes and fears, you have, oh, okay, we pulled 2 cards. I'm going to take them. I don't normally do this. I do pull double cards because sometimes the cards will stick, so you have to cleanse your deck every so often and, clean it. But I'm going to take these because they popped out. The 10 of Wands in reverse and the 10 of Cups in reverse in your positions of hopes and fears. Now, you can look at this like hopes and fears, or the 2 can actually be 1. Take it or leave it. But the 10 of Wands in reverse says you're going to get rid of whatever has been burdening you, whatever has been robbing you of your passion and your fire in the month of August, Virgo. And the 10 of Cups, I feel like I said Pentacles, in reverse says that it may not be everything you want. There may be some area where you've been asked to settle in the past that made you lose your passion for something, and you're recognizing it for what it is. But because you're aware of it, I feel like you're going to steer clear of it in the month of August. You're not going to pour your heart into things that rob you like that anymore. You're not going to give your light, give your fire, give your creativity and your passion towards what robs you at this time. And you may be fearful that you're going to repeat that pattern, but the mere fact that you recognize it's a pattern, Virgo, means you're more likely to steer away from it and do better the way Virgos do. We improve upon situations that don't work for us, right? Because that's what we do. We're Virgos. But let's go ahead and continue and see what the long-term outcome of this reading is. Oh, flipper. Let's take it. The long-term outcome of this reading is the moon. Now, the moon can be all about illusions because when you're going by moonlight, sometimes shadows can distort what you're looking at. If you were ever outside in the backyard, for instance, during a full moon, what you know to be a particular tree or branch may cast a shadow that, actually looks like a person or some kind of creepy oogie boogie. But you know it because you've seen it in daylight. It's your own backyard. There is also the indicator in the moon card to, while you recognize those shadows and they may make you fearful, you start to let your mind kind of run wild with you. While it may be something as simple and domestic as that bush or tree that you see in the backyard every day. So it does talk about a sort of rewilding and a sort of passion that you're looking to capture as you move forward in the month of August. You are going to need to rewild yourself, as we were saying in this reading. I do live right next to my space for my shop is right next to a gym where children play. So we're going to finish out this reading. But that childlike energy that they're bringing to the reading is kind of what you're looking to recapture. So it's funny that their presence should show up now, which is not when they're normally here in this reading for August. But what blessings is Spirit offering you in the month of August? You have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is all about a rite of passage, and you're going to get some sort of growth opportunity, something that allows you to step into a new space and have a new experience. The Hierophant is all about structures, organizations like schools, religion. So if you are looking to get into something that offers you more structure and makes you feel more grounded and secure, because I'm hearing security is very important to someone right now, my dear Virgo. I'm a Virgo sun, moon, Mars, and Mercury. So I understand the need to feel secure and grounded. And I feel like you are going to be seeing this in the month of August. What do you maybe not see coming in the month of August, my dear Virgos? What does Spirit have on offer that you do not see coming? These can be surprises. These can be hurdles. Anything that we don't expect to see and may pop up with sort of an aha or surprise kind of moment. But the important thing about what we don't see coming is not to let those things derail us. Here you have the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is all about reaching for something more. Cups are very watery, emotional energy. So I feel like you're going to find something that's not just what you want, but something above and beyond, something more, something that does give back to you. This may be making connections with people in a social space that does resonate with you more genuinely than where you've been prior. Maybe even recapturing, because the childlike energy we were talking about with the presence of the little preschool that runs next door to me suddenly popping up in this reading. You may be recapturing that childlike wonder and that energy that you haven't been able to for a long time and reaching for that ninth cup, but you're going to find the opportunity to find something that does give back to you emotionally. And this may be going through this rite of passage. You're going to enjoy something that you're going through. So this may be a structure like maybe you're taking new classes. We were talking about schools, churches, organizations, religion, that sort of thing with the Hierophant. But whatever you go for, it's going to be something that resonates with you in a very joyful way and brings you very peaceful, happy energy. And you're going to be able to reach for more, to find something that genuinely does give back to you. So what advice does Spirit have for the month of August? What do you have for my Virgo? Oh my goodness, that's a lot. We only want one card. Let's go ahead and do a reshuffle. What advice do you have for my Virgos in the month of August? You have the Five of Pentacles. Now the Five of Pentacles is all about feeling where you have had lack and what you have not been able to hold on to, what has not been giving back to you. Your advice is to take these situations in mind so you can address them. And recognize that we can't always have what we want all the time. Sometimes you are left out in the cold. Sometimes you are the angel who is grounded and cannot fly, such as the individual in this card. But remember to always look upwards, to always have your eyes on the sky, and always aspire into doing better. So if things get rough and you are kind of down in the doldrums and you have been feeling lack, figure out why that is and address the problem the way you would anything else. Find the solution, because you're a Virgo. You're very good at finding solutions. You're very good at improving upon a plan. So if you need to go back to the drawing board and address whatever that is, Spirit is telling you go ahead and do that at this time in order to get these rewards and the things we are looking for in the month of August. Thank you for joining me for this reading, my dear Virgo. My name is Echo. I'm wishing you a very happy, magical month. Be sure to honor your own rite of passage. We are all learning and growing so you can have that energy you're looking for and take action. I love this reading. Thank you so much for joining me. My name's Echo, and I'll see you next time.